All right. All right. Now that's it. Now it is. Boom. Episode. And this is, by the way, Rebecca, first ever guest.
Yeah.
Again, happy again. I'm happy that this like is a thing. I never knew I was gonna have my own ever freaking podcast. So thank you for coming on the show. Let me ask you a quick question. Why did you actually even want to come on the show?
Because of your irreverence, just because of your poo-poo happiness specialist. I mean, I'm drawn to the haters.
I'm a hater. Wait. Okay, wait. All right, hold on. There's two words you use there that are very interesting
Reverent.
to me. Yeah,
Yes.
irreverence. That's interesting because it's a word I can't spell, and I don't trust words I can't spell. And
Okay.
two, hater. Let's go to irreverence first. What
Okay.
does that word mean?
It is a lack of, a lack of, my thing is a lack of seeing any value in a topic, subject, person. Yes.
A lot. Okay, so someone who is having a conversation with someone, but they're lacking the topic that the conversation is about.
They're so if someone is let me see, so I'm trying to give you an example. So if someone is talking about, let's just say Halloween for an example,
Okay.
and then someone else is just poo-pooing on Halloween. Halloween is a horrible holiday. That's irrelevant. Not irrelevance, irreverence.
See, now in my mind that comes off as at least in my circle or whatever, in my mind, that's a contrarian, someone who's being or devil's advocate.
Oh, you know what? Let me throw out my word and take your word. I like contrarian even better. Yes, let me jump on that train.
Okay, yeah. So and now, because your word is too smart for me, I'm never, not in a million years, Rebecca, am I going to remember that word. Now the other word, I don't want to be that, and I do feel like I am that. I do feel like I'm a hater sometimes, and I don't want to be that. I am jaded. I feel like living in the Northeast for a long time has made me jaded, and I don't want to be a jaded person. I don't want to be a hater. So it stinks that I come off as jaded.
Well, okay, so let me ask you a question. Why does hater get such a bad rap? Why does that bother you so much? Because words, it's interesting how words have power over people, and that word, you don't like it. So why don't you just switch your perspective of that word and embrace it? Hater could be a good thing. In fact, on Shark Tank, I don't know if you watch Shark Tank, but Shark Tank, one gentleman was proposing, was pitching a game, and it was called Hater. So I say let's not give hater a bad rap. No, there's nothing wrong with being a hater.
I get what you're saying. I think it's because, well, before you just said something really, yet again, like you're talking to someone whose your IQ is probably like double mine, but yeah,
I would say triple.
okay, there you go. See, why you got to be um because I would say, all right, if I think of the word lover, if I were to say think of the word the exact opposite of lover, what would the word be in your mind?
Oh God.
It'd probably be hater, right?
And then I would say non-lover.
No, that's not, is that even a word? That's at least two
I just
words.
made it up. I just
Exactly.
made it up.
That's irriveted or whatever that word you said earlier.
We can make up our own rules. Come on.
No, that's very true. That's very, very true. Jesus. Yeah, hate. No, I get what you're saying. Is there a line? Do you think there's a line to that though? When it comes to,
No, there's no line. No, 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 no. You're talking to someone. No, no, no line. No. Be
in
you.
terms of
You know what?
words, like
Go ahead.
in terms of like, so you have a word, it can be anything that you want it to be, no matter what.
Yes. In other words, yes, exactly. You can make that word can make you feel any way you want it to feel. You can just change your perspective and that word is going to change. Meaning, okay, let me just say this. We're all energy and vibration, meaning that we are energy. You got that? Are you with me on that page? We're energy.
Yeah, no, I've seen some YouTube videos. Yeah, yeah.
Woo!
I'm listening.
So you can feel the difference when you're feeling angry, and then you can feel the difference when you're feeling sad, and you can feel the difference when you're feeling, as you said, loving. You could feel the difference in your body. Yes or no?
From yeah, when you're having different emotions, yeah.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is just change your perspective of any emotion and or any circumstance, and your emotions will instantly change. Let me give you a perfect example. So I don't know if you have road rage where you are, but where I used to live in California, road rage. So if somebody is driving too close, cutting you off, too slow, so people get angry at the other driver. And so the story goes, you're driving along and someone cuts you off in traffic and they're speeding and they could have caused an accident. Now you're in the car and you're pissed and you're flipping them the bird. But what if you found out that they just heard that their only child, who is 5 years old, is in the hospital, bad accident? So instead of being angry, you would flip your perspective and have some kind of compassion. That's what I'm talking about, flipping words, and the circumstances don't have to change. You just have to change your perspective. Does that make sense?
It it makes a million percent because percent sense because two things. One, I have the worst road rage in the world. Like
Ah,
it is insane. My road rage is insane. Like of insane proportion. Like I'm not to the degree where I'm causing accidents where like you see it on those like YouTube fail videos or whatever, but I have
mhm.
really bad road rage. But secondly, I've thought about that. I've thought about that where it's like not all the time, but I'd say out of the 20 times I've had road rage, one out of those 20 times I do take a step back after those emotional battles that are going on, going, all right, maybe this guy's got something going on. Like
Mhm.
maybe his wife just called him or something, and maybe they're going to the emergency room or whatever. Like, so yes, I've had those battles in my mind take place.
So let's dive a little bit deeper. Let's put our scuba gear on and let's dive a little bit deeper. And one of the reasons why people get so angry, especially at strangers driving, is because you're taking their driving, or you're taking the way they drive personally.
Mm-hmm.
You're way, number one, personally, and then way too involved in what someone else is doing. And then it gets to road rage. You said, "Oh, I have road rage." Now that means that road rage is giving something to you. Road rage is serving you in some way.
Yeah, you're right because if someone
I'm right
cuts
again.
it, yeah,
I
you're
get so tired of being right all the time. Lord have mercy.
you're right a lot of the time. You're right because I do when road rage happens. I don't know if everyone else is like this, but at least when it comes to me, yeah, when someone cuts me off, I'm acting as if like, well, he's cutting me off. Like I bet he would. I
Mhm.
bet he wouldn't do this if it was someone else. You know, bet if this was the president, he wouldn't cut the fucking president off. Like yeah, I do take it. I always take drivers like doing something to me personally. I feel like they're literally looking. Like I feel as if a driver is somehow doing something to me personally and is looking at me through their mirrors, even though they're hundreds of yards away from me.
Well, and so you enjoy the road rage because it's never personal. What happens out there in the world is never personal. This is an impersonal universe, impersonal world. And so you, my dear, were taught to take things personally. And that's part of what I share and what I teach, is that it's, when I say I'm a happiness specialist, it's not about, oh, something happens and now I'm happy and I'm skipping through the tulips. No, it's about a practice. Happiness is a practice skill, and part of the practice is not taking anything, what anyone does, what anyone says, personally. That's a practice, and you'll be happier.
So wait, okay, because yeah, you're a happiness specialist and you're a peace practitioner, and
Uh-huh.
but now you're saying I was taught to take things personally. Can you explain to me, how was I taught to take things personally?
What a great question. Well, we were all taught a lot of different things. In other words, when you were first born, when you were 1 year old, 2 years old, and if I said, Jamie, you're an asshole, you're going to be a loser, you're not going to amount to anything, and oh, by the way, you're ugly and you're a little slow.
Thanks,
If
Mom.
I said that, if I, what- if I said that to you, if I said that to you at 1 year old, or said that to you at 2 years old, you'd look at me and next. There was a talk that I did probably 8 years ago, and it was in the evening. It was at a chiropractor's office. Don't ask. And there was a woman that brought a little toddler, and so the toddler was running up and down the aisle. Here I am trying to share with people. Words have no power, all of that. And the little girl was running up and down. So I finally picked her up and I started to insult her. I said the same things. I said, you know what? When you get older, you're not going to amount to anything. And by the way, your parents are losers. You are stupid. I insulted this girl. Now, mind you, the people in the audience had their mouths open. Oh God, what is she doing? And I put the little girl down after I insulted her for at least a minute. And she just started doing what she was doing before I picked her up. So when I say you were taught, you were programmed, brainwashed, programmed, conditioned to take things personally. You were not born here taking anything personally.
Okay, so basically, you're taught to take things personally just basically from your environment, how you were growing up.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and that's because just from negative feedback that you're getting from your elders and just anyone who's just negatively putting. What about if someone could positive reinforcement directed to you personally also hinder you when you're an adult to take things personally?
Well, the practice is to take nothing personally.
Like if someone
Inclu-
if someone is growing up, let's say with parents who keep telling them like, you're beautiful, you're the best, you're the one, like you're gonna be awesome, you're gonna be a star, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be that. Could that also hinder them because they're taking, even though they're taking positive feedback, they're also taking it personally?
Well, that's a really good question. And one of the things that I don't do, I probably should have said it at the beginning of the show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do hypotheticals, only because with hypotheticals and philosophical questions, you can go around and around and around and
Well, you said you had
forever.
3 hours, possibly.
Well, that's true. That's true. But not with hypotheticals. I could do anything. So something specific. And when I say taking personally, this world takes the 98% of the population on the planet takes things personally because that's how we people were taught. And so the majority does, but I'm here to say that it's about unlearning what you've learned. And when you stop taking things personally, you will vibrate, or your energy will be more peaceful, and you will feel different, as opposed to being on guard, ready to take something personally, ready to attack, ready to all of that, ready for battle. No, there's no reason to battle, especially there's no reason to battle anybody else unless you want to feel bad. People like to feel bad. People like to feel uh, however they're feeling. You like road rage, but I like feeling peaceful, regardless of what happens.
Now that's the second time you've said. Now you're saying I like road rage. Now road rage. I'm angry when I'm having road rage. So I personally would not want to have road rage. So now why are you saying I like road rage?
Okay, so once you get to a point where it happens a lot,
Mm-hmm.
whoever's talking about, whether road rage, you're angry, or people are fearful, or people are, oh, that's sad, or they gravitate to some quote unquote negative behavior or negative thoughts. If when they're doing it and they say, oh, I hate it. And an example of one of my people that I talk to, is very fearful. And I asked her, well, do you watch the news? Yeah, I watch the news. Well, why do you watch the news if the news scares you? So I'm saying that there is something serving you underneath all of that. Where if I said it's not doing you any good, you might as well be drinking the poison. Stop your road rage. Can you stop it? Yes or no?
Wow. So now I'm one of them. Because you're
Yes.
100% right. Because you're right. When people like complain about sports or politics or politicians or fucking anything under the sun, and I hear them complain over and over and over and over again and again and again and again and again. It's just like, dude, like you love, like you love this, like this is your life. You want to complain about this. You're empty without it. Now I kind of understand what you're saying. It's almost as if I'm seeking out, like I want the road rage in a way.
Well, you're right. You're right. You get it. I'm getting chills. I always get chills when I hear the truth or speak the truth. But yes, you're right. And but see, when you're aware of it, when you just like you just are getting it, thank you, light bulb over your head. You're getting it. And now you can do, now that you're aware of it, self-awareness, conscious of it, you can do something to change it. You can if you choose to. And if you don't choose, that means that it's serving you in a way. You need it. You need it. It's the bad drug, road rage. Don't talk about the addictions to drugs or alcohol or shopping or gambling. No, addiction to road rage. That's a real thing.
Okay, so basically talk about it as, like you said, an addiction, but then how someone would get away from an addiction to a drug or an alcohol or a gambling addiction. How would someone get away from, say, an addiction to, road rage, something like that?
Well, you ask yourself this question. Are you are you ready to let go of road rage? It's either yes or no. I mean,
Yeah,
so,
it's
part of it.
terrible. It's the worst. I hate it. It's like who wants to be miserable drive like who wants to be miserable driving? But here's the thing, Rebecca. I have to say this though. So
Yes.
it's hard sometimes because sometimes. All right, damn. You know what? That's a tough.
Uh,
At first I want to say yes, but I gotta admit, some people they don't. They don't
Not
deserve to
some
be on the.
people.
They don't deserve to be on the road, man. They really don't. Rebecca, you still there? Uh-oh. I think we
Hold
lost
on,
her.
hold on. I'm still here. I'm still here. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The computer went asleep. Yeah. No, I just have
A
to keep
driver
clicking.
just drove through your house.
Yes.
Fucking
Yes.
crashed into your microphone.
There's a part of road rage where okay, let's get off on road rage today.
Shit, mate. Well, because all right, listen, and I know this is a negative. I know this is a negative, and I'm being very, very like PG 13 because you're
Don't
mature.
be PG. Don't be no. Don't be PG-13. You can hey, let it rip. Let's go.
Because all right, well, in all honesty, when I have road rage, I wish leukemia on the people who are in like I wish death. I want their lineage. I want their kid I imagine their kids' heads exploding with whatever. You ever see the Belko experiment, that movie where like there was bombs in the people's heads? I just want their whole family tree to have suffering. That's my level of road rage. So
You
like,
know that
and
that
is
is
that healthy? I don't think that's healthy, right?
well, it's healthy for you. It wouldn't be healthy for me. Come on, it sounds like you're really into it. And you know the crazy thing about what you just said?
Sure.
I love your honesty. What you just said is all of when you know what a boomerang is?
You mean the Australian frisbee? Yeah.
Yes, where you throw it and it comes all the way back to you.
Yeah.
So when you spew out all that stuff for other people, you're really throwing it right back at yourself. You're shooting yourself in your own foot.
I know. I know. I
So
know.
so so the poison that you're spilling to everyone else is really the poison that you're drinking. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I'm not into poison. It doesn't taste too good to me.
Well, have you always been like?
Hell no.
Oh, so yeah, because I can almost hear it in your voice. There's no way you've been this like right out the womb. Like, you know what? I'm gonna be a happiness
no.
spiritual practitioner. Like, what?
No.
What was
All
your
that
upbringing
bullshit.
with all this? Yeah, explain all that.
No. Are you kidding on this bullshit that I'm doing now? Hell no. I was a bitch on wheels, my way or the highway, very judgmental, very opinionated. I'm right, you're wrong. Oh, by the way, I know what's wrong with you too. And so, but what happened is I had a son. I only have one child. And around maybe 12 years old, I know he was in junior high, and he signed his name on his report card. He got a D or a C. Now, I never said, make sure you get all A's like I was taught, like I was brought up. If I brought home a B, I mean, I would be on restriction for 6 months. So it was a very different type of upbringing. And I did not want to do that with my son. So when he signed his name on a report card, I asked my best friend, I said, why did he do that? Why did he sign his name? And he says, well, he can't come to you. You're a raging maniac. You get angry if the wind blows the wrong way. And at that moment, I knew I had to make a change. I knew I had to do something different. So that was the motivation.
So the motivation was your son to start being, in your mind, a more positive, happier person.
Well, the motive, not for that. My motivation was for my son to be able to come to me with any kind of problem or any kind of issue, because I don't know about you, but I couldn't go to my parents with everything. I knew they would get angry if I presented them with this problem or that problem. No. So I wanted the environment that my son would be able to come to me with anything, and he wouldn't be afraid of me biting his head off. That's what I needed to change.
And how's the relationship with you and your son now?
Oh, he's in New York and I'm in California. He doesn't speak to me.
Oh,
No,
wow.
no, I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm joking.
Jesus. What are we? I just met you. I don't know your sarcasm yet. Like, Jesus Christ. Dude, I was like, what? That didn't fucking work.
Yeah,
Oh.
sarcasm all the time. That's why I said I was drawn to you, because of your sarcasm. I'm drawn to the smart ass. I love it. Yeah, no, that was a joke. No, we're very close.
That was great. That was fucking, I was just like,
Like
oh.
that.
Fucking happiness expert my ass. More like a hey, you want to know how to lose your son in 10 days? Read my book.
Yes. Well, let me tell you this. When he was younger, this is one of his lines to me. He says, like living with you is like living in a concentration camp. He said that to me. So
Yeah,
I knew I had to make some changes.
So like what, you got like a barcode tattoo on his forearm?
No, not a barcode, but I did have a lot of rules. The trash has to be out by 11:03.
Oh,
it wasn't
yeah.
that bad,
Real
but
Auschwitz-y over there. Yeah, it was really like Treblanka over there, Rebecca. Jesus Christ.
Good one.
I'm pretty sure in Anne Frank's diary, she talked about taking out the trash out of the attic.
Now that's funny. Funny.
You're speaking of diaries, you're an author. How many, you have a book actually, don't you have a book coming out, you said, in 2022, next year?
I do have a book coming out. It's called Programmed for Unhappiness. I have about 70% of it finished. Programmed for Unhappiness, and that's when I'm talking to you, when I was talking about the programming. The meaning that the behaviors that we were taught. Okay, let me just share.
I heard pages. I heard pages. She's got clip notes,
right.
everyone. She's got notes. Right. She prepared.
That's right,
for a podcast that has not even been like a fucking plot episode yet, like, or what's it called, a pilot episode. Right. She's got cliff notes for it. Hell yeah.
That's right. Listen to you. Good ears,
love it.
by the way. Good ears.
Hell
good
yeah.
ears. So let me explain. Let me just share with you some of the things that we were all taught, and everything that I'm sharing is subtracts from your happiness, subtracts from your peace. How about worrying? We were programmed to worry. And the only reason why, I don't know if you believe in God or you don't believe in God, it doesn't really matter. The only reason why people worry is because of lack of trust. Lack of trust in what, you might ask? Well, lack of trust that whatever is happening or whatever happens to you is happening for a reason. Maybe you're not, maybe you don't want that, or maybe you're not expecting it, or maybe you would say, I would never want to experience that. But underneath it all, there's a deep-seated reason that is there to serve you. Serve you in what way? Serve you so, just like you've had right here on the show, Jamie, a little bit of growth, a little bit of insight. So everything happens for a reason. There's no reason to worry. And worrying is a program. Talking about the past, living in the future, living in the past, rushing, impatience.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Giving power to words, having an expectation, thinking anything is serious, thinking anything is important. And with that, the need to be right, being critical of someone else or being in anybody else's business. Those are just a few of the behaviors that we were all programmed to act like or act, and all of them subtract from your peace.
Jeez. Yeah, it sounds like I mean, impatience is a big one. That's for me. Definitely, like the second I have something in my mind where it's like, oh, that's right, I gotta go do this. In my mind, it's like I gotta get it done now. Like, because in my mind, if I don't get it done now, I'm gonna forget.
So, let me just make a little observation here. One of the things that you like and are drawn to or addicted to, put your seatbelt on,
Yeah.
but it's drama. Drama. You're into drama. Road rage, impatience, that's drama. Unnecessary drama. You don't even have to engage.
My girl does say that it's called white people problems. Because by the way, do you have your headphones on? Because when you talk and I talk at the same time, there's an echo.
No, I don't have headphones on. I won't talk when you're talking.
Oh no, are you able to get headphones?
Let me see. Let me give me a second. Let me run into the other room.
Yeah, I'll read a couple things, a little snippets. So this will be like a middle show thing for you. That way, people, freaking Rebecca's first book, everybody, Reality Spirituality, all one word. The Truth About Happiness, and that was published in 2014. Her second book that she just talked about, Programmed for Unhappiness, is due to be published in 2022. And if you guys don't know that, that's next year. And like she just said, it's 70% done. It's fucking cool. Rebecca L. Norrington, man. Fucking awesome. It's so far an awesome guess. A happiness specialist and inner peace practitioner. Again, though, I would just lead with Bachelor of Science degree in psychology. Like, if I had a degree, I would lead with that. I'd be like, I have a fucking degree, motherfucker. I would always lead with that. Rebecca, are you back?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Sounds a little...
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right.
But I don't hear you through the headphones.
Uh-oh. You might have to change your Discord settings, which is going to be a nightmare, I bet. I can help you. Are you on Discord? This is going to be a 5-second thing. I bet I can figure this out.
I am on Discord. Yes, I am on Discord. Yes.
Oh, wait. You can only hear me, though. Okay. Click the little gear icon on the bottom left.
Next to my name?
Yes. All the way on the bottom left. User settings.
Okay. Got it.
Click voice and video.
Okay. Oh, voice and video. Got it. Yes.
On the top, click the drop down menu for output device.
Okay. It says default.
Yeah. Click headphones.
It's not giving me a headphone drop down.
Really? And your headphones are plugged in?
Yes. Oh, okay.
No, it was plugged in. It was plugged in.
This is when the episode comes to a screeching halt because I decided that a 0.2 second echo was bothering me. See, you're right. This is it. This is self-induced drama right here. God damn it, she was right. And now she can't even hear me. She's like, what the fuck? Rebecca? She's gone.
Oh, crap.
Oh, jeez.
No. Wait. Hold on.
Her computer's on fire.
That's funny. Play some video. Built-in mic. That's so funny. Oh my God.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
Can you hear me? Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
I can hear you perfectly fine. Yeah.
Okay, well, that microphone thing, I just won't talk when you're talking.
That's
How's
fine.
that?
Yeah, we'll just do that. Or whatever. It wasn't even the biggest echo in the world, so it's fine. See, but this is what I mean. Self-induced drama. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
I'm right again.
You're right again. And what my girl says, it's called white people problems. It's just, she calls it American people problems because she wasn't originally from here. But she just is like, everything that we do is self-induced. And I believe this too. We have it so fucking easy in this country. It's so easy that we have to create our own little drama.
Let me say this. Instead of using the word we, say I.
No, we. We, like almost 400 million of us in this country have it so easy that like we have to create little problems.
Okay, so you're the people police.
No, not the police. I'm not. Everyone's allowed to do whatever they want, and that's what makes it so easy for everyone in this country.
I love this country, by the way. This is the greatest country in the world.
I guess I don't know. I never been outside the country, so I can't really claim that. But it's very. This playing in this country is like playing on easy mode.
It is. That's true. Yeah, that's true. So what else let me share something. Let me share this.
Go ahead.
So do you know what hospice is?
That's when someone's on hospice. Yes.
Yeah, when they have their last foot in the grave, they've been given a death sentence of a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. So there was this hospice nurse, and she and all of her patients, of course, are ready to kick the bucket. And she did a study and asked them, what are the 5 biggest regrets that you have? Can you imagine asking people that are dying what are their 5 biggest regrets?
That's brutal crush. Like that's a brutal question to ask people.
Yeah, but the thing is, and so when you ask these brutal questions and you really do the deep work and you look in the mirror and you're looking for answers, those are the type of questions you want, the deep ones. So what do you think are the 5 most common regrets of the dying? What would you think?
I'm sure 1 out of the 5 was like not being with like maybe someone that they wish they were with, like in terms of a loved one, like a girl or a guy when they were younger, like not talking to them when they had a chance, and then they never saw them again. Was
that would be wrong?
Really? That wasn't even there. Maybe.
Well,
really.
Well, one of them is it's a little. I'll give you maybe half a credit for it.
Half a credit. And then another one would obviously be like not following their dreams in terms of their career.
Oh, that's number 1. I wish I would have pursued my dreams and aspirations and not the life others expected of me.
Now that's the trap we fall in America. Yes, in this country. Yes. Mm-hmm. See, now living in this country, to live is easy. To have a purpose, it's the hardest thing in the world, because we all fell for this trap in this country. And now we're all just these little gears in a fucking machine. Not all of us, to be fair, but the vast majority of us are trapped in this little fucking this machine, and we can't get out.
Well, of course you can get out, and that's what I'm talking about when I say 98% of the population the brainwashing, of course it's like the Matrix. Of course you can get out.
That's why we need you.
If you
We need more books from you, Rebecca. Come on.
let me you use the word purpose.
Hmm.
So let me share with you. So what is your purpose, my dear Jamie?
That's a great
Other
That's a great
Yeah, what's your
question.
purpose?
Um, so the quick answer is I don't know. The long answer is I do think at one point the purpose for humans was probably very easy. I'm sure the purpose for humans was just survival as beings, just living, gaining a shelter, obtaining food and water, and continuing on. But because those things are so readily available, it's like, well, fuck. Now I just have to I have to create another purpose. So it's like, what is my purpose? I don't know, because any purpose I create, it's really just it's a creation. It's almost, no matter what I create, no matter what purpose I think of, in a way, will it always just be an artificial purpose? Will it ever be a real or a natural purpose? So I really don't know what my purpose ever will be. So right now, I have no idea. I have no idea what my purpose is.
What a great response on your part. Wow. So because you had an insight that you probably don't even know, but you're right on this. So I discovered that my purpose is, yeah, thank you.
You just called me dumb in the nicest way you could ever. You just had, you said something insightful that you probably didn't even realize. Thank you so much. That was the sweetest thing that anyone could ever say. Thank you. I want that on my tombstone. He said so many unknowingly insightful things.
It's because he's a big dodo. So I discovered that my purpose is to grow, period, and accept myself and others without complaints or criticisms. How's that?
Your purpose is to grow without any complaints or criticisms?
No, my purpose personally is to grow. In other words, to grow past or to transcend the brainwashing, the conditioning, the list of, remember I was telling you earlier about the things that we were taught, that the things that we were taught, the unlearning, the learning and the unlearning of what's the truth and what isn't truth and what's falsehood. So my purpose is to, when I say grow, it's just individually grow. What I am and what my energy is my contribution. That's another thing, Jamie. Whenever you're angry or whenever you have road rage, all of that, that's your contribution to the planet. So you're adding or contributing anger or whatever your emotion is your contribution. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. My question goes back to where is it coming from, though? Like, the teaching of the anger and everything, like, why is it like this? Why is this being taught? Who started all this? Where was like the first steps to all this?
Nice question. Well, it's you've heard of the ego, correct? That voice in your head that is always criticizing, always telling you need to do more, always sharing negative thoughts, the critical thought, the critical mind, the negative thoughts, something's wrong here, something needs to be changed, something needs to be different. All of that, where did it come from? That's the ego growing and expanding, just like it's like anything else. The ego is the thing that causes the suffering. It's not what's happening. We were taught to believe in the stories. It's the story about what's happening that causes the suffering. It's the thoughts causing the suffering, not really the activity itself.
It's the thoughts that, but where do these thoughts come from? Are they just there? Are they just there? Are we kind of like just born with them and we have no, is there no like knowing of where they come from?
It's a conscious collective. Our thoughts, especially the ones that are the negative ones, which is usually majority, our collective consciousness. In other words, the identity that we were taught to identify, that our thoughts are real and our thoughts make sense, and our thoughts, the stories are true. The reason why, now we're getting even deeper, the reason why you get angry because somebody's driving, how about this one, has nothing to do with what anybody's doing on the road, has nothing to do with anybody cutting you off. It's the anger is really coming from, it's just time to feel, to be, to express this emotion. See, even that word anger, one of the things that subtracts from happiness is labeling anything, good, bad, happy, sad. So all of the labels even have to be questioned, and the labels are suspect.
Gotcha.
It's a lot.
Yeah, no, it's just, it's, to me, it feels really hard for someone to find and then to live their purpose in life. It feels like an insanely, I feel bad for everyone to find and then to try to live their purpose in life. It feels like an insanely hard ordeal for all of us.
Well, that's another really good insight that you probably do know that you gave good insight. However, no, that was a really bad joke.
No,
Insight, yes.
don't worry. This whole podcast, for however long I keep it, is going to be full of really bad jokes, so it's fine.
Good. So, you know, we were all taught, let's see, success, the definition of success. What is it? What is the definition of success? Well, usually it's, okay, let me back up a little bit. There's a very famous man, Ted Leonis. You've heard of the bucket list. Well, he was a millionaire at the time. He was in a plane, 1993, probably way before you were born. 1993, plane crash, survived the plane crash, and he says, "Oh, now I have to change my life. I've had all this revolution, this revelation, my bucket list before I die, 101 things to do." And you've heard of that, correct?
Yeah.
So everything on that bucket list that he listed that he wanted to do before he died, every single thing, all of the things that we were taught, programmed to believe that are mean that we're successful, have nothing to do with, absolutely nothing to do with an energy of peace or happiness. For instance, so you want to fly a plane, or you want to jump out of a plane in a parachute, or you want to go bungee jumping, or you want to climb to Mount Everest, or you want to own a football team. All of these things bring zero amount of satisfaction. When I say satisfaction, I mean it's a vibration, brings zero. It has nothing to do with the piece that I'm talking about. What I'm sharing is, when I say, let me give my definition of happiness. Happiness is the ability to be at peace regardless of what happens and regardless of what doesn't happen. So what we're taught is achieve, have a title, travel, whatever we're taught is going to give you or bring you some kind of peace or some kind of success, some kind of feeling. But you know, from the people that have had everything, the Robin Williams, the Michael Jackson, the Prince, the Whitney Houston, all of these people, just tell me to shut up when you're ready. All of these people were searching for something else. All of these people had everything, fame, money, all of it, talent, but there's still something missing. What I share is, what is that something missing?
Gotcha. Yeah. Hey, by the way, feel free to keep talking as much as you want. I don't want to interrupt at all. Like, when you're going on, keep going, you know?
Okay, well, let me just go back to the 5 most common regrets of the dying, and you said it. You mentioned it. Number 1, I wish I pursued my dreams and aspirations and not the life others expected of me. Number 2, I wish I didn't work so hard. Number 3, I wish I had the courage to express my feelings and speak my mind. Number 4, which is the one that I'll give you half a credit. I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. Now, I'm not really I'm a little on the fence with this one. I wish I would stayed in touch with my friends, but who am I to argue with somebody that's dying? Really bad joke. Mhm. And the 5th one was, I wish I would have let myself be happier. And that's where I come in, because that's what I teach. How to.
Jeez. Yeah. Um, that kind of goes, you know, it's really hard, I think, for a lot. It goes back to what I was saying a couple minutes ago. At least for me, at least I think it's really hard for people to be those things, especially the honest one, because in my mind, if all the stuff about let's just say the whole evolution stuff and all that, let's just say that's real, and you just have generations and generations and thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of years of evolution and hundreds of thousands of lineages and people and just all of this and societies over and over and over again, to societies finally building languages and deception and what reality is and what deception is and what lying is and all this kind of stuff, and pushing down honesty over and over again, and you finally get to where today is, and you're trying to be an honest person. You're now basically in your one little blip in a radar. You're trying to be honest. In a way, you're now just trying to push back hundreds of thousands, millions of years of evolution. You're in your one little 70-year life, you're trying to combat that. It just seems like one of the most uphill battles of all time.
Well, when you put it like that, I'm going to give up.
I'm not saying it's impossible,
No.
but I can see how it sucks that it's sad that it's that hard. Like, of course it's easy on paper. Oh, just tell the truth, man. It's fucking shit. But in reality, like, yeah, it makes sense why people lie. Why on average the average person hears 10 lies a day from people. For some sad reason, people just lie, and it's just something that we do, and we can, but it's so much easier to lie than to tell the truth.
And that's what you found for you?
Not well. For a long time, of course, like, oh my God, like, geez, when you're 16, oh yeah, of course, no, I'm not a virgin, no, I had sex, I fucked like 30 chicks, man, like, of course, yeah, no, of course, dude, like, when you're I don't jerk off, no, I don't do it, like, yeah, of course, like, have I found that easy? Of course, like, not even a question. Have I found lying easier for me? Yes, 1,000,000%.
And here you go again, and now you're giving lying a bad rap.
What?
You heard me. You're giving lying is getting a bad reputation. Sometimes you have to lie, and I mean,
okay, that's it. All right, you just brought up something really smart.
Good.
And
Finally.
I need your help with this. I need your help with this.
I'm here.
When is lying ever a good thing?
Hell, fuck, yes.
Now, you deal with reality. You don't deal with hypotheticals. So please tell me a real situation when it is.
Okay. Oh, it's constant. Are you kidding? I have to lie all the time to keep the peace around here on this planet. Well, I'll give you a perfect example. When my mother was alive, she loved watching the news, and I don't watch the news at all. And so, but she would ask me, did you hear about the mass shooting in Texas? Did you hear about the serial killer in Washington? No, I don't listen to the news. But then after a while, she would ask me the same questions. And then finally I said, yeah, I saw the news. Yeah, you're right. I watch it. So the lying is a strategy for me. It's a strategy to keep the peace regardless of who I'm around. Okay, here we go. This is another one. You're a Democrat. I'm a Democrat. You're a Republican. I'm a Republican. I'm going to lie about that too. Why? Keeping the peace. That's what I do. That's right. I'm going to lie when, oops, uh-oh.
Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Someone's
Hold on.
hacking the server.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You shouldn't have lied
Okay,
about having that antivirus.
that's funny. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I hear you.
Okay, good. That's right. So that's when lying is a strategy.
By the way, you
Period.
just dismantled your keyboard. I've never, like, did you hear the way you tapped on that thing?
No, I didn't. Was I too fast? Was I clicking too fast?
Are you
Yes.
over under an inch and a half your fingernails?
No, they're cut down. They're low.
Don't you
little stubby
dare.
fingers.
Don't you dare. All right, I believe you.
Okay. So what do you think about that? Yeah, see, lying, and there's nothing wrong with lying,
Okay,
strategic lying.
Jesus, because you're probably right, but this is something my girl gets on me all the time.
Please give me a good example. Give me a great example, a real life example, you and your girl. Go.
Hold on, I'm trying. Oh, my dad. Perfect example. I won't get too detailed. I don't want to get too personal. All right. I don't want people throwing tomatoes at the guy's house or anything. But he was like, "Hey, did you vote? For the past presidential election or whatever?" And I was like, "No, dude. Like, no. Like, well, why didn't you vote? Like, you gotta." It's like, because I didn't want to. Like, you got it. Why didn't you come on? Or no, I'm sorry. This was before the, are you gonna vote? No, I'm not gonna. No, why the fuck? No. I'll take you. No, you're not gonna take. You're gonna come to my place and you're gonna be my taxi service to the poll. What are you, high? He's like, yeah, no, come on, we gotta go. You got it. It's like, dude, Dad, I don't want to. I just don't. I got stuff to do. No, don't worry. Just what do you got going on? Just like, we can go at this time. I don't want to fight. And then my girl is just telling me, like, why don't you just tell him that you vote? Like, just lie to him, and that way.
Thank you.
I know, but
yes.
but
and you know why?
Why?
You know why you don't tell him? Because you're into the drama.
It's because I'm stupidly honest. That's why. And I'm not though, because I do lie. Because I'd be a liar if I said I didn't lie. But like, I am. Do you think it's because I'm into the drama? You think that's the reason?
No, I don't think you're into the drama. You are into drama because why? I mean, your dad is older, and you know what he wants to hear, and yet you still go against because of the drama. Dad, yes, I voted. Period. Done. Dad's happy. You're bothered because you had to lie, but there's peace. So you're actually giving him a gift.
But I lied. It's not real.
So what you did, you're right. What you did, well, you did tell the truth, and guess what you got? Back and forth drama. Him talking to you. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go. No, Dad, no. Dad, don't you understand? I'm not interested in voting. Dad, all of that drama.
It's sad. Like, now when you say it like that, yeah, it sounds like I'm fucking 5.
And that's what happened.
So you're saying lying is the mature thing to do?
I'm saying lying is a strategy for peace. If you want peace or you want drama, you're either making a decision in any moment, drama or peace. In that moment, you made a decision to choose drama.
So recapping from earlier in the podcast, if the Jews just would have lied, there would have been peace in the 40s and none of that shit would have ever happened. Like, yeah, you're right. We're a little greedy. Okay. Can like you stop with the whole fucking camp thing? We don't want to go to summer camp.
Funny.
All right.
Funny.
Fine. There's something, but something. Why can't? All right, how about wait? Hold on. Pump the brakes. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Because I've lived
I
lived with my father for the majority of my life. Why can't he just? Because he's old. I love that.
No.
Why can't he just be like, all right, you didn't vote. I'm at peace with that. Why can't he be like that? Why can't he be okay with the truth and honesty?
Okay, here we go. See, and this is another reason why people are so miserable.
Oh my God.
This is another reason. Put your seatbelt on this one.
Uh-huh.
Why can't he? Is the reason why people don't get along or have problems with anyone else is lack of acceptance. You don't accept your father exactly the way he is, period. And he probably doesn't accept you. We were also taught and programmed to not accept someone else, that someone else needs to be more like me. Why can't my father be more like me? No. The accepting others and especially knowing someone else and knowing that this is going to bother him and this is going to upset him and you do it anyway, that's on you. Drama, mister.
Jeez. All right. Jesus Christ. I feel like I'm getting schooled right now.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah, seriously, mister. Well, now, all right, he definitely accepts me. At least I think he does. I don't know because I'm not him, but at least I feel as if he accepts me, and I accept him. I like,
No,
you
you
know,
don't.
I do. I'm at peace. I'm not like I don't hate him. I love him. We're gonna see each other on New Year's and Christmas. You know, like, so we're not in a bad relationship or anything.
I didn't say you were in a bad relationship, but you said, why can't he and why doesn't he and why? So that asking someone else to be different than who they are, you know, all of us are doing the best that we can. You, me, dad, we're all doing the best that we can. So when you say, why can't he, why can't she, is really wanting him to do something, to change.
So in a way, it's like me going, why can't he accept me for who I am? In a way, I'm being like, well, why can't you accept him not accepting you for who you like? It's almost like a vicious circle in a way.
Well, it's not, because you're the most powerful. See,
Oh my, what?
You heard me. You are the most powerful. In other words, you have the ability to change. Everybody doesn't have the ability to change.
Why is that, dude? That's why that is the most. I'm sorry, but that's the most. That is the most BS excuse. And I'll give you a perfect example. You ready for this example?
Please.
I'll give you the most.
Yes.
That is like having an alcoholic and someone who drinks too much, because, oh, he's an alcoholic. He has a problem. He has to seek help. We should feel bad for him. Oh, that guy's a dick. He just drinks too much. He's an asshole. It's like, dude, so you should feel bad. You should feel worse for the person who can't change. And like, I'm the one who has to change because I have the ability to, but the person who can't change, oh, don't even worry. Like, forget him. Like, you're basically rewarding the dog who barks more.
That, you know, that's so, what a great perspective that you have. And I look at it totally different. I look at it that, so a dog has a litter of puppies, and through any litter of puppies, there is one weaker puppy, or a smaller puppy, weaker puppy, tinier puppy. And all I'm saying is we all have the ability to change. However, sometimes let me
it's because he's old. That's the reason. I think that's the reason.
Well, let's say this.
Okay.
We're all All of us, you, me, we're all avocados. Follow me with this one. We're all avocados. However, some people are more ripe than others. That's it. So the avocados that aren't ripe aren't ready. That's just a fact. It's just a smaller puppy. It's nothing, something's better, something's worse. It's just a description. And when I say riper avocado, that means you are ready, not you specifically, but people are ready to look, change, do something different. One of the things that when I teach the classes, The Truth About Happiness, I give everybody a gift before the class is over. I mean, a real gift, and there is something inside of this box. I give them a small box, and there's something inside. And I say, inside this package is the answer to all of your challenges, all of your problems, all of your struggles for the rest of your life. Do you know what's inside the package, my dear Jamie?
No.
It's a mirror.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah. So the pointing the finger at others and why can't they do, it really comes back to, what can I do? What do I want to do? And it really comes back to the individual taking the responsibility, because we know other things. People can't make us happy. Things don't make you happy. It's an inside job. You know it, you've heard it. And so that's when I talk about the mirror and looking at self to make changes, not others, you. What are you going to do?
Was that a nice way of you saying that I'm smarter than my dad?
Well, that's not what was the way of saying. What is the way of saying that you're able to grow and expand your perspectives, probably more than he is. That's what I want to say. I mean, I don't know. Maybe when was the last time he changed his mind on a really deep belief that he's had?
A deep belief? Deep. Like a
deep belief. Mm-hmm.
Probably never.
So there you go. But you changed your mind on this podcast already. Not change your mind, but it had a shift of thinking on this podcast already. You've already shifted.
Which one was that?
It was the one with the road rage, when I was talking about the somebody may be in the hospital.
Yeah.
Remember that you never thought about it like that before?
I've thought about it like that before. I know. I told you 1 out of 20 times. I've thought about it, but no, because I'm not. Because I'm really, for the most part, I'm not always concrete with. I mean, my opinion's my opinion. It just doesn't make it a fact. I don't want to be concrete, because if I'm concrete with everything, then that's it. What's the point of me kind of continuing on? I have a question. Do you believe in an afterlife? Like after, this whole thing with our human bodies?
Well, afterlife, interesting. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. So we are conscious energy. And when this body goes, my consciousness is still around. So afterlife, yes, meaning I'm not in an area where we got to go to church services every day. I'm not in heaven, tooting horns. But yeah, my consciousness will still be around. Yes, if that makes sense.
Yeah, one reason I asked that is because it kind of goes back to lying, because in a way, I think if someone really, say, doesn't believe in an afterlife, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would lying maybe be more pronounced? Meaning, would you want to lie more? Because like say there was no afterlife, say like in your mind, not saying there is one or not, but like say like, no, I really don't believe that there's an afterlife. Wouldn't you say, like, say with me and my father, right? Like say I just, in my mind, say I don't believe in an afterlife. Well, then in my mind, wouldn't I just want to lie to my dad? That way, like, almost every conversation with him is a good conversation just to make him happy. That way, if most likely he passes before I pass, you know, he died with most conversations with me. They were happy conversations. Does that make any sense?
That makes absolutely no sense. That was your worst question ever.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a hypothetical question. What now? I
Oh,
got
that's
a lot of
right. You don't like
happy.
hypotheticals.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
because it just hypotheticals. You know, hypotheticals. People just like to hear themselves talk. And what about this and that example?
Oh, it's like that dumb show Black Mirror. You're right. You're right. You're 100% right.
Yeah, again, you can never make anyone happy. You cannot make anyone happy ever. Now, what you can do is you may surprise them and give them a gift, and oh, thank you for this 3-carat diamond. But that happiness or that feeling is fleeting. That feeling doesn't last. What I talk about, what I share is what lasts, what is constant, what doesn't change, what doesn't leave.
So wait,
Not,
if you can't make anyone happy, why don't you just make yourself happy?
That's what I was talking about, the mirror. That's what I mean with the mirror. It is all about self. It's all about the power that you have.
So then
Not
going back
what
to the
anyone else.
road rage, then why don't you, like, if someone, now again, I don't want to be happy with road rage, but if someone is happy, isn't that what's it called, a slippery slope? If someone's happy doing something evil, like, isn't that bad?
Hypothetical.
Oh my God. Oh, well, no, it's not a hypothetical. There are people who gain happiness from doing bad things to others.
Okay. And it's another. And so I say either yes or I say no. It's still hypothetical. Give me, how about this?
Yes.
Give me something, some kind of challenge, some kind of personal challenge that you're going through. Let's see if we can help you out with it. Just to get for an example. Go ahead.
Me personally?
No, I'm talking about your twin brother, Tammy, not Jamie. Go.
I hate
Yes.
I hate you. I hate you.
Good.
Yeah, no, I'm
Good.
going through nerve pain. I've been going through for a little while.
Mm.
Yeah, like chronic nerve pain, headaches, numbness in the hands and arms and legs and all that kind of crap.
Okay. And what are you doing? Are you able to be, and this is going to sound like a really stupid question. Are you able to,
Not dumber than mine, apparently.
are you able to, how do I ask this question? It's going to sound really crazy. Are you able to find any kind of internal peace? Or when I say peace, I mean any calmness. So there's a vibration of you're either vibrating satisfaction or you're vibrating dissatisfaction. So you're constantly in this vibration or the state of dissatisfaction. You can't find anything of purpose for this pain that you're having or this health issue that you're having. Can you find anything of that's serving you because of this? Yes or no?
So can I find any peace from it? No, I cannot. No.
Okay. Can you imagine finding any kind of peace or anything good about what you're going through?
I can imagine it, but I don't want to be that type of person.
What kind of person? What type of person?
You know, that type of fucking person who's like, I understand my disability has hindered me in this scenario, but I have strived in these scenarios, and you can too. Buy my book and hear my journey and hear. I don't want to be that fucking. I don't want to be the kid from Rutgers. I don't want to be this guy. I don't want to be that girl. I don't want to sell a fucking course.
So funny. God, you're funnier than.
I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that.
And you know, the interesting thing about you is you have a specific way of looking at. So you gave me an example. I don't want to be the guy with, oh, I've got a half an arm and watch me write with my thumb.
James
Watch me write.
Franco was able to escape this cave. Like, I don't want to be that guy.
I can only talk off the half, says half of my mouth was blown off in the war.
I used to be able to smoke cigarette, and like, no, why would I don't want to be that fuck? No, I'm like, no, yeah, I used to be able to smoke cigarettes. Now I can't even eat a potato. Like, what? I don't want to be that person. No, it's fucking, it sucks. It blows.
Okay, so what I'll have to do is send you some. I know you've seen these videos of people that don't have arms, don't have legs, and they're up here, you know, doing dancing a jig.
Oh my
God. My point is this: that whatever anyone is going through, including chronic pain, it doesn't matter what you're going through. We all go through something. There is more than one way to perceive the challenge. There's more than one way. Some have, oh God, this sucks. When am I ever going to get rid of this? This is fucked up. There's that way. And there's also a way to, wow, instead of focusing on what's wrong, I know it's going to sound crazy, focus on what you do have as opposed to what you don't, or what you're not experiencing. Focus on that you have the ability to speak. You have a girlfriend. What? How the hell can you have a girlfriend and all that chronic pain? In other words, you can't be feeling discontentment and at peace at the same time. So what are you going to choose? Because what if you do have pain for the rest of your life? Are you going to be bothered by that? I mean, I get it. I definitely get it. But when I have physical ailments, there's no way I'm going to allow a physical ailment to make me feel either up or down. It's just what's happening. But that's not taught. We're not taught. We're taught to complain. We're taught to focus on. We're taught to say, I don't want to say woe is me, but we're taught that physical ailment can alter your mood or alter your emotion. And I know we were all taught that, yes, but it doesn't have to be like that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, a couple things there. One being, you know, originally thinking, especially when I was younger, thinking the whole like, well, you know, people got it way worse, man. It's like, yeah, but is that really a good way of thinking about it? Because if you're,
yes,
is it? Because then you're still comparing yourself with other people. You know, because if you say, well, people got it worse, man. Yeah, well, people got it fucking better too. Like, what? So you're still comparing yourself. It's like, oh man, people, they don't got any legs. Well, people got 3 legs. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what am I doing here? And then, so like, I don't think that's a good, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. And also, if you do listen, you deal in reality, right? You deal in reality. You said that. You said hypothetical people only like to hear themselves talk, even though, by the way, we're on a podcast, so we both like to hear ourselves talk. You know, let's get our head out of our own ass for a second. There's 8 billion people in the world. There's one person, all right? I don't know who that person is, but there is one person in this world where everybody's got it better. I don't know who it is, but there's that one person out there where it's like, yeah, I'm that guy. I'm that guy. So I don't know. I don't know if comparing up and down is the best way to go.
Well,
I by the way, I think that was the smartest I ever sounded in my entire life.
that was
Come on.
brilliant.
Thank you.
That was brilliant. Brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you, babe. Brilliant, by the way, she just said. She's got bachelor's.
However,
She got that's times 2 my degree.
Yeah. It was brilliant, but the thing is, it's not comparing. It's noticing. There's a big difference. Comparing and noticing. Noticing what someone else is, noticing that somebody doesn't have any legs and somebody doesn't have any arms. And the other thing is, other people have it better. Well, really, would you have said that in other words, this thing about knowing what other people have better, you really don't, not just you, but you really don't know what is going on in somebody else's head or in somebody else's life. What are you going to look at? How much money they have, their time. Why are you saying they have it better? See, all of this program meaning they have it better because of what? I don't think Prince had it better. I don't think, let's throw Oprah in there. I don't think they have it better because there's a lot of things underlining. Just because you have things and just because you have stuff doesn't mean that there's any peace going on in your head.
I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. So then if that's the case, how can someone compare themselves to someone else? Because if you compare yourself like, oh, well, you know, at least I have a girlfriend. Well, what does that mean? Just because you have this, you don't know the peace that's going on in your mind or in someone else's mind who does or doesn't have a girlfriend.
Right. But let's get back to the original with it, which is you have all of this chronic pain and there are other people with no legs and no arms.
I know they don't have pain.
So,
lucky them. They don't have pain in their legs and arms.
That's right. That's right.
Lucky little bastards.
Right. Funny. You're funny.
They must have gotten some serious road rage.
So that even noticing that someone else, that you have less challenges, that doesn't bring you any kind of relief or peace at all? Because what it is, I'm
sorry, can you say that one more time?
If I can remember what I said, let's see.
Saying that they have less challenges, something like that?
Right. Okay. So the point of, let me just speak for myself. The point of hip, I have this hip, that sciatic nerve right now. Sometimes I'm limping. Oh, it's horrible. Limping, knee pain on the side. I used to teach fitness classes in 25 years of boot camp. So now at a later age, this hurts, that hurts. But I have a choice to either notice and or focus on physical pain, physical challenges, or not. And also notice, say I notice, okay, my hip hurts when I'm walking, I'm limping, but is that going to affect how I'm going to feel about myself or my day? Absolutely not.
Really?
That's the difference. That's what I'm trying to
Wow.
share. Yes.
Now,
but that
is a huge difference between you and I.
There's more than that, honey.
I said that is. I didn't say that is the. I said that is But I'll say this though. If I stubbed my toe, I wouldn't care about it because I know that's gonna go away. If I had a hangnail or whatever. But when it's something that, and listen, I'm not trying to change this to the woe is me fucking episode, but you asked me a question, and this is something I'm dealing with, sadly. It sucks. It
sadly.
Actually,
you use that word sadly.
Oh, gee, Rebecca, I hate you. I hate you.
I'm glad. Yes, I need to be hated. Yes, my son hates me too. My son hates me. I know
you told me. You told me he doesn't talk to you anymore in New York. By the way, you're gonna be. Unless this podcast becomes something that isn't, you're going to be a recurring guest on this show. Unless you also just don't want to come on as well, because you're an adult who has choice.
Well, yeah, I'm done with you already. I mean, this has been a horrible experience for me. I'll never, why some nobody, Jamie, nobody. No. No, I love it. Of course, I would love to be. And you know what I would love my wrist right now. I would like slitting your wrist. Well, make sure the knife is sharp.
Jesus.
You know what?
God damn.
You know what I would? Yeah, goddamn. You know what I would love to do? I would love to take questions from the audience. Anybody that has questions. How do I, what can I? So your question, my dear Jamie, is you already have a whole thing about this pain. Number one, you don't want it. Number two, something's wrong. Number three, you think it's serious. Number four, you said it's sad. You see, you have this whole outlook on all of what you're going through. And I'm not trying to poo-poo it, but it's already preconceived, pre-made TV dinner. Oh, this is horrible what I'm going through. Wah, 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 woe is me. But there's another way to look at it. There's another
I
way
know
to.
there is. You take it with, like, I get it. Like, fight through, like, what's it called? Take it on the chin kind of thing. Like,
Well, just relax. What if it's part of your life forever? What
it's
if
gonna,
that? What, you're gonna be
then
miserable?
it's, yeah. And what if my head falls off? That's gonna suck too. Like, yeah, it sucks. Like, what?
Well, that's another thing. Labeling it sucks. It sucks,
Oh.
and it could find something good in all of this pain. Give me something good, something, even if it's just teaching someone else.
The only
how
good
to
thing
stop.
I can find is the only good thing. Well, no, I'm sorry, not the only good thing. There's multiple good things. The multiple good things is that I can find is if I didn't start going through this pain, I don't know what course my life would have taken. And because my life has currently taken this course, I live where I live today, which I love. I'm with the girl I'm with that I love a lot. I have a good relationship with my family that I love. And I don't know, maybe if I didn't have this pain, I don't know, maybe I would have never found a woman that I love. Maybe I could have been homeless. I could have had no legs. There could have been a third world war, and the Germans might have actually won, Rebecca. I don't know. So at least there's that. So there's at least happiness there in my life that I don't know might have not happened if there was a possible, dare I say, hypothetical course in my life.
And now, I'm giving you a standing ovation. I'm standing and I'm applauding. That is what I'm talking about as far as a different perspective and a different way of living. Just what you just said. I'm applauding, I'm standing, and I may give
I
you
read a cue card. Relax. Someone wrote that for me. I actually have one more thing I want to say, and then we can kill it there. And it's one of those things that I have an opinion on, but I am open to changing it, okay? And I can already tell that your opinion is a complete 180. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
So there's physical and then there's emotional pain, right? Or mental. Maybe all three are different, right? I am of the belief that physical is the worst type of pain. I'm going to assume or guess you think otherwise, correct?
That's a great question. Well, it depends on the person. We are as different as our fingerprints. And for you, physical pain is the most difficult. See, lumping everybody in one big barrel, physical pain is the worst. Yeah, for you, it is the worst. But for someone else, it could be emotional and or mental.
Oh, that was that's such a good answer. Damn.
Yeah. It's different as our fingerprints. Remember that one.
Yeah. That actually, that little fucking 30, 45 second answer, I'm not even like messing with you. Literally just changed but like my perspective on my outlook on it. Kind of. Not kind of. A little bit. Almost. Now I'm back. Now I'm back to my original thought.
Yeah, now you're back to your curmudgeon self. But that's the thing about you, and I could tell right from the very beginning, you are open. You are open to new ideas. Yeah, you are. You're pretty open. You're stuck in a lot of ways, but we're gonna pry you out of that dark closet.
I can't. I listen, when I have you on later on this this podcast's lineage or whatever, it's gonna be great. Seriously, but Rebecca, this has been really cool. So seriously, thank you so much for coming on, and thank you so much for being my first guest on Monday Morning Dullard.
You're welcome. I love it. I had a great time, and I cannot wait to do it again. We'll connect again next Friday. I'll be every week. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. The next Friday. Friday, Monday. Yeah, Friday morning Dullard. Yeah. All right. Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, Rebecca L. Norrington is a global happiness specialist and inner peace practitioner. By the way, this is an outro if anyone with fucking ears listening. She has a Bachelor of Science degree in psychology. I'm trying to read, but I'm doing my best, along with decades of education and training on topics from spirituality to human behavior. Her professional journey includes several vocations. Is it supposed to be? I think it's supposed to be locations, but maybe vocations is an actual word. I don't know. I'm too dumb for this. Author, speaker, online radio host, fitness instructor, and Reiki practitioner. Rebecca's first book, RealitySpirituality, The Truth About Happiness, that was published in 2014, and her second book, Program for Unhappiness, is due to be published in 2022. Her website is why did I just say www? Rebecca Norrington, NORRINGTON.com. You can also go to blogtalkradio.com/realityspirituality. Her Twitter is RLN. Oh yeah, RL Norrington. Her Facebook is Reality Spiritually. Her Instagram is Reality Spiritually as well. Jesus Christ, she's fucking got all the proper fucking tags. Good for her. Her email is rlnsignature@gmail.com. God damn, she's got all. Damn, man, she fucking monopolized all those. Good for her. And all those links will be in the podcast description, the episode descriptions and all that. So there you go, guys. Rebecca, awesome. Thanks for being a guest on the episode. Episode number 2, everyone. Monday Morning Dullard out. Don't let the bastards drag you down. Peace.